What's up, barbecue crew? Welcome back to Outdoors with Geoff. Today we're going to be cooking this 3.5 pound tri-tip on the Chargriller Akorn Auto Kamado. Now the reason I'm choosing this as my first official cook on there is because I want to see how this thing does when it comes to smoking, when holding low temperatures, and then also getting to those high temperatures with a good sear at the end. I'm gonna keep it simple. We're gonna hit it with some W sauce as a binder, some Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning as our SPG, and for a little bit of barbecue flavor on there, Heath Row's honey Chipotle Rub. We're gonna cook this at 275 degrees until we reach an internal of about 118 degrees. Then we're gonna turn the temperature up to about 500. We're gonna get a good sear on there, and we're gonna take it till we reach an internal of 130 degrees. Enough talking, let's get to the cook. So I started by adding some more of the good charcoal to the basket, and I'm mixing it in with the charcoal that was already in there and getting into a pile. I'm gonna take one fire starter and put that in the top to light that so that we're going to hit a temperature of about 275 degrees. I'm gonna let this burn for about 5 minutes here. And in the meantime, I'm going ahead and getting in a few pecan wood chunks just to get some good smoke on there. And I'm going to come back and put the heat deflector in as well, since we're going to be smoking for this portion of the cook. And I'm adding in the grate. And we're gonna go ahead and close the lid and power the unit on and open the fan box and set the temperature for 275 degrees. And you notice the controller says D2, so we're going to open the top vent to slot number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the Lea Perrins on both sides of this tri-tip here as a binder. And next I'm going to come back with Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning, and we're going to get a good coat of that on here and making sure we get the sides as well. And next I'm going to come back with a coat of Heath Row's honey Chipotle Rub, and we're going to repeat the process on the other side as well, getting a good coat and making sure we get all the corners as well. And here I'm inserting the MeatStick into the thickest part of the tri-tip for our temperature regulation. So this tri-tip has rested for about 15 minutes, and this is what we look like. And the pit is up to temperature, so it's time to go ahead and get this tri-tip on the smoker. And at this point, we're just gonna let this run until we hit 115 degrees internal. And the MeatStick alerted us that we hit 115 degrees, so it's time to go ahead and pull this off. And you can see we got some great color on there. So we're going to pull this off and let it rest. And in the meantime, I'm going to take out the heat deflector for the next portion of the cook. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the temperature up on the Auto Kamado to 500 degrees so that we can sear. And we're going to go ahead and adjust to slot number 4. So we come to temperature pretty quickly, and we're gonna go ahead and get that tri-tip on. Now this is gonna be a very fast portion of the cook. And again, watching the MeatStick app, we're only gonna go for about a minute on this side, and we're going to take it off and we're going to flip. And at this point, we only needed about another 35 to 40 seconds on here. And the MeatStick app alerted us that we needed to go ahead and take the tri-tip off because we're gonna have a little bit of carryover. And this is what we ended up with. All right, guys, another cook in the books. Let's have a quick recap. We started with a 3.5 pound tri-tip, and we salt brined it, and then we seasoned it with Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning and Heath Rowell's honey chipotle rub. And we got it on the Chargriller Akorn Auto Kamado at 275 degrees and let it run till we hit an internal of 115. And then we took it off and cut the temperature up to 500 degrees. And we got a good sear on there. And then we pulled it when we reached 130 degrees. And here we are. So at this point, there's nothing left to do but a taste test. Let me say this first. I was really pleased with the way the Auto Kamado performed. We went from low to high in relatively quick time. And the temperatures held pretty steadily throughout the cook. So let's go ahead and get a taste. And this is my piece right here. I like mine nice and medium. So that's right out the middle. Tell you what, tri-tip never disappoints. I always love the flavor that comes with it, but that Heath Rowell's honey chipotle rub, you can taste that there, and you can taste the SPG, and you even got some good pecan smoke in there from the chunks that we put in the cook. So beyond that, great cook on the Auto Kamado. And stay tuned for more cooks on this grill here. I really like it. It's gonna be one of my go-tos in the arsenal. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of the cook. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Outdoors with Geoff. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when more content comes out. And also check out these videos here on the channel as well.